On August 15, 1923, under a luminous moon, Maria Milza dos Santos Fonseca was born in the tiny community of Alagoas, near Itaberaba in Bahia, Brazil, but with a heart overflowing with compassion. Maria Milza, the youngest of 12 children, was raised in a deeply Christian household. From a young age, she displayed exceptional empathy, stealing food for her own home to feed the hungry and caring for those in pain even before formal training. At just 15, she prayed fervently for her injured sister Dora. Her prayers were answered instantly, an early sign of her tender care and faith. As an adult and a rural worker, Maria Milza became known in the community as Mãezinha. She welcomed the poor, the sick, and the lonely into her home, turning a humble house into a spiritual sanctuary rooted in prayer and love. She taught neighborhood children to read using catechetical booklets, weaving faith and literacy together. In her 30s, something extraordinary happened. Maria began to experience mystical graces. She heard interior voices and began to heal the blind, lame, and infirm. One of the most compelling stories is of Thor, a young man who had been paralyzed since childhood. Upon encountering Maria Milza, he trembled and suddenly walked among the crowd. Despite these extraordinary experiences, she always credited the Virgin Mary, declaring, "Long live Our Lady of Graces," refusing any personal glory. She dressed always in a white, modest dress and veil, carrying her rosary and the miraculous medal, symbols of her faith and humility. Maria Milza frequently spoke of the rosary, Eucharistic adoration, and devotion to Our Lady, delivered from a simple wooden platform that still stands. She preached with simplicity and love, welcoming even clergy who came to guide her when needed. She had a remarkable gift of recognizing priests and nuns amidst crowds, even when they weren't wearing habits, and would humbly kneel to receive confession. Maria Milza died in 1993, leaving behind a legacy woven of prayer, care, and communal faith. Today, her former home has become a center of pilgrimage. Her grave in the chapel of Our Lady of Graces still draws pilgrims seeking healing and intercession. Maria Milza was never a public figure, just a humble woman whose profound love transformed lives. Her journey from a simple agricultural worker to servant of God reminds us that holiness often blooms in quiet, faithful corners. May her life inspire us to love, pray, and serve as she did. Servant of God, Maria Milza, pray for us.